let me, I'm gonna do a block string, and I'm gonna let the opponent do a blue burst, okay? So try to do a blue burst. Eddie, no matter what happens, he will die.
You're nothing to me.
Hey, what's up YouTube? How you guys doing? Hope all is well. Yesterday I did like a 15-minute, 20-minute video related to a certain topic, but unfortunately after I finished, the video was not recording. So I'm doing it again. Well, basically the topic is, I will talk mainly about Zato Season 3 changes. Some people say like, oh, he's still good. Some people say, oh, he still sucks. Others say like, probably he's mid. I will talk about and express my own opinion about the character. I will talk about the changes. I will also talk about what can be like suggestions that I have related to the character itself. So starting off with the character, let's talk about the changes. So his 5p, his 2p got nerfed, right? Like it's the startup is slower for the move. Like the 5p for max range is 7 frames now. The 2p I'm not sure, but it's kind of like slower. The flight duration is shorter. Eddie die. Like when Eddie dies, the meter gauge get back a lot slower. It takes like I think 6 or 7 seconds. I'm not sure. Before it used to take 3 seconds. Now it takes like double the time. So I'm assuming it's like 6 seconds. What else? Break the law does not beat blue burst. Like, let's try it again. See, like break. You cannot bait the burst by you doing break the law. You cannot also bait yellow RC by doing break the law. Let's try yellow RC. See, like he still comes out from the ground and like it forces me to block. Obviously, like blue burst, yellow RC still kills Eddie. However, the issue is, like, I think the blue burst might be a glitch. I'm not sure, to be honest. Like, I hope Arc System see this video and, I don't know, change something about that move. Because try to do a gold burst. See, like the gold burst still goes under, but the blue burst, I get hit by it, right? What else did change about it? Like there was an overall damage nerf across the whole board. So Zato obviously like his damage got nerfed. So the 5p, the 2p, the flight duration is shorter. Eddie takes a very long time to recover after he dies. Break the law, does not bait bursts anymore. The other thing that he has like against him related to the system mechanics is that let me I'm gonna do a block string and I'm gonna let the opponent do a blue burst, okay? So try to do a blue burst. Eddie, no matter what happens, he will die, okay? And let me try to punish the blue burst. Remember before, like previous patch, I was able to do close slash JD, then like as a punish, then close slash 2S, 2H, then drill or sword special, right? Now let's try now. Like what kind of punish can we get off of that? See, like I would have to spend either meter, and if I don't have meter, I would do like something like that's like the max. By the way, let me tone down something so you guys don't get confused. Where is
gauge settings? Second one. Leave.
Okay, gauge settings. Risk. Yeah, it's a 20. So let's make it 0. Okay, so again. Oops, let me try it. Let me try it. See, that's like probably the max damage that I could do now, right? And look at this. Eddie is not yet back. So like I'm literally screwed. Because the problem is Zato's 5p and 2p got nerfed. So like my neutral is much worse than before. And my other normals are still the same. Like the 2S is the same. There's no changes with the drill. There's no changes with the 6p. There's no changes with the 5k. No changes with the 2k. No changes with the 2d. No changes with the 5h. You get it. Like he's still the same. So, but the neutral is worse because of the 5p 2p. The 5p 2p was his main buttons in neutral. Now adding to it the flight, it's much shorter, so harder to like bait opponents now. Harder to escape pressure, harder to stall for Eddie. Like I would fall really fast. Like people can tell when I'm gonna fall and then punish me hard, right? What else? Also, a lot of people like were saying, "Oh my God, Wild Assault is so good. Like you could get free pressure, yada yada yada." It's not that great, to be honest. Like I was watching Gobo video the early like when the patch first came out, and I was like getting hyped, and I made a YouTube video about it. That was literally day one hype, you know. But after playing the game like every day when season 3 came out, Wild Assault is, yes, it's a good tool, but everybody has it, right? For Zato, it's like how would I put it? Like if I use Wild Assault, there's no way I'm gonna be able to use my burst, right? And Zato is a zero guts character, so not being able to do the burst is, you know, it's very it's very hard. Like you want to save the burst for the burst, obviously, to escape some combos because he has zero guts. So Zato is a little bit okay when you have drive assault, because I could do like just block. So I could do this, right? Then but what do I get for it? Like I just get the pressure that I can do, right? But what sucks is that I already spent my burst, so like there's no way if I get hit I can burst anymore. No, I use it for Wild Assault and that's it. A lot of the times people can anticipate the Wild Assault and throw, so I'm gonna do this, throw. Okay. Like that's a it's an obvious thing to go for, right? What else? What else? Like the only way to bait the throw is by delaying the Wild Assault, but again, like it's a 50-50 guess. And even though like high level players, whenever you do this and they block, you continue the pressure, they're really good at blocking Eddie, right? Like a lot of the players are really good at blocking Eddie now. Yes, they get hit a lot of the times, but the thing is, people are getting to get really good at defending against like Zato and Eddie mix-ups. Now, what else did I want to talk about? Now, what do I think about the character overall? To be honest, and I'm gonna be completely honest here, no downplaying or anything. At best, Zato will be like bottom 5. At worst, probably bottom 3, tied with like, you know, bottom 4. I don't know. Maybe bottom 3 and tied with another character at 3rd place. The character is really bad. All of his matchups got worse. Anybody who says, "Oh, the matchup is like better for Zato now," and all the people who say like, "Oh, this matchup is like kind of the same," no, it's not. It's totally not the same, because again, I cannot bait Blue Burst. I cannot bait Yellow RC. I cannot. If I block the Gold Burst, I will get punished hard for it. If not punished, I mean there's no hard punish that I could do against it. Blue Burst kills Eddie on hit and on block, which makes you which makes Eddie gone for like 6-7 seconds. Blue Burst, even when baited, it's not that hard of a punish. Let me do, I'm gonna do close slash then Blue Burst, okay? That's the only thing that I could do now, right? See? Like, the character is well, dude, again, I'm gonna do close slash and then burst. See? Like, even if I do close slash to nothing, like, I will still get hit. Like, it's so hard to bait the burst. And people now, it's like every time I would do, like, for example, 2S into Pierce, they would burst. Like, check this. See? Okay, I lost the round. Literally, I lost the round. Obviously, the other thing that sucks is that my character has 0 guts still. So, my character dies fast. Yes, bursts are faster to build now. But the issue is, Blue Burst is a very strong mechanic this patch, this season against Zato. So, like, even if the opponent will get burst fast, like, Zato will get the burst, but will get the burst back fast, but it's not in my favor, right? It's on the opponent favor, because if I use blue burst or gold burst, whatever, I don't have burst for a while, and I cannot use wild assault pretty much. And not being able to use wild assault is really bad for Zato. So you need to always have wild assault to use it, but at the same time, in order, if you're gonna do that, you need to win the neutral, and my neutral got nerfed, so it's really hard for me to keep up with the opponents. Like, all the matchup feels like it got worse. Nago got worse. Like, I used to say Nago's even. Now I feel like it's much worse. Ram, I haven't played much against Ram, but people have been saying like it got much worse. Mei, I feel like it got much worse, because the character is... the other thing that I want to talk about, Eddie is just as easy to kill as before. So Mei, Chip, Ram, like Happy Chaos, those characters have an easy time to kill Eddie. And and Eddie taking a longer time to come back is also really bad, because against those bad matchups, there's nothing much to do, especially when my neutral is shit. Now, they did buff the summon, but the summon, there's nothing much to do. Like it doesn't benefit Eddie at all. They gave me this move. It's actually like also almost useless. Like, the only thing that I could find about it is that I'm gonna do Drunken Shade Oppose, then instant air dash, okay? See, like, that's the only thing that I could, like, that I found use for it. Like, I would do this, usually people would instant air dash, then I would go, like, you know, mix up situation, right? But it's not that great of a tool, and people, like, who have really good mobility and good movement, they will be able to react and escape and jump, and, like, you know, they're really good at escaping the pressure now. But yeah, when it comes to when it comes to all the matchups overall, like, all of it got worse, just for the simple fact, like, for example, I use Mei for example, right? Mei, I think Mei is weaker than before, but I feel like this matchup is much worse. Why? Because Zato got nerfed so hard. Like, the character is really, and I'm saying, like, really bad right now. There's literally nothing he could do when Eddie's gone. No neutral. His 2S is still too, like, bad. People complain about it, but, like, you need to be really good to use the 2S and able to make it work. A lot of the times it's backdashable. So do the gun pressure, then I'm gonna dash in and do 2S. Try to do it. Spam backdash when I get close. Like, there's nothing much that I could do, right? Like, do it again. See, like, it's... Wait. See? Okay. It's hard. It's hard. Like, people can spam backdash against Zato, and his normals are too slow, right? Do it again. Backdash. See? Like, I'm trying to catch him with this. See? It's really hard. And even if I catch him, it's like, what's there to do? Like, let's say he does backdash and I catch him with 2S, right? Yes, this combo is really good, but what are, like, a lot of the times, do it. Like, I'm gonna try to time it. Wait. See, like, if I do this, see, he killed Eddie without even trying, right? Do it again. See, it whiffs. A lot of the times, like, space-wise, Eddie would whiff. Do it again. See, like, I'm trying to catch him. See? A lot of the times, Eddie would whiff. The 5H is still the same as before. So yeah, the character overall, in my opinion, is really bad. It's a horrible character. Now, for those who ask me, am I going to change characters? No, I will not change characters. I will keep playing Zato, despite him being really awful and garbage in this patch. But I will still try to make him work, because he's the character that I have the most fun with. A few things that I would suggest for Arc system to make, like, few changes is that If you're gonna have Eddie die really fast and just as easy, and he would take like double the time to come back, Zato needs to have his normal buffed, like the 2S, the far slash. 2K 2D, like the 2D being less minus. Doing something with the 5H, like making it more disjointed, further reach, I don't know, like something, right? Because probably Arc System, they're not gonna change Eddie back, and they're not gonna, you know, buff the flight back again. And if they don't want to buff the 5P 2P, then they have to buff something. They have to give him something solid. Either buff his normals, give the 5P 2P back, make Eddie harder to kill, make Eddie last longer, because he takes. So Eddie dies really fast, right? So they should make him last longer. What else? Since he's easy to kill and he takes like double the time, they make him last longer time. But yeah, like I've been playing the game for the past few days. When Season 3 came out, I've been struggling against every single character. I struggled against Milia, I struggled against Eno, I struggled against like even Potemkin. Like Potemkin got so many buffs. Like obviously Zato still beats Potemkin, but like I was sweating when I was trying to beat Potemkin, right? Like I was trying to work really hard in order to get my win. Looking at the cast, okay, if we look at the cast, like Bitman, like I don't know how this matchup is. I haven't played it much. Happy Chaos feels worse. Eno feels like before I used to say like Zato shits on Eno. Now like after playing for a bit, it felt like evenish, right? May feels worse. Kai, he got buffed, so it feels worse. It's gonna feel worse. Soul, I'm pretty sure due to the 5P2P nerfs that I have, it got like before I used to say it's like Zato's favor. Now I would say it's like probably Soul's favor. Chip got worse. Milia is bad now. Nago is really bad. Jacko is really bad. Testament probably is really bad as well. Not as bad as obviously Jacko, Nago, and Chip, but like it's bad. Johnny, it felt like Johnny's a new character, but it felt like evenish. Asuka felt horrible, but I need to work on the matchup more and lab it more to see how bad the matchup really is. Bridget is still bad. Go Lewis. I haven't played against Go Lewis, but I believe if Go Lewis got buffed, then it's gonna be like hard as well. Like I'm not sure even or slightly winning or slightly bad. Giovanna is horrible. Giovanna shits on Zato now. The matchup is so bad. Ram is like people saying is like Ram got buffed, so if she got buffed, then it's still bad. Axel, I don't know. Faust got buffed, so before I used to say it's even. Now I feel like it's Faust's favor due to the Zato nerfs giving to him and Faust buffs. Leo probably Zato still loses. Anji and Dispatch he loses. Before I used to say it's Zato's favor, or at worst it's even, but now like definitely Zato loses. Bike and Zato loses. Sin probably Zato loses. Like all the matchups are either losing matchups now or probably like I'm gonna go into details, more details, doing like a separate video about the matchup chart. But it feels like all the matchups it's either even, right? It's mainly losing matchups. At best, it would be like 5.5, 4.5 Zato's favor, and probably against characters that don't matter, like Potemkin, right? And or like evenish matchups. So yeah, the purpose of me making this video, I really hope that Arc System would take a look at this video, consider the things that I'm saying, because the thing is, for me, like I will play the game less, right? Like I will probably focus on Street Fighter 6 after putting some thought about the game. I really want to play the game, but if the game is like if Zato is so bad, then it's not worth it for me to play it as much. So I will probably switch to another game. I will still enter tournaments, but probably not major tournaments. Like probably focusing on Saudi tournaments because they have like really nice prize pools. But yeah, a lot of people play this character. A lot of people who play these characters are sponsored players, and you know how sponsoring work in a genre like fighting games. Either your stock is high or your stock is low. Your stock is low when you start losing. Your stock gets higher when you start winning. And when your character get like that bad, then probably you're gonna get worse deals with sponsors. You're gonna get, I don't know, like maybe the sponsor will drop you. Now, for my case, I'm fine. Like I have a full-time job. I have my own business. I'm doing well on my own, right? But I'm talking about the other top players that contributes to this game, contributes to this community, and who's doing this for a full-time job. What else? There was something else on my mind that I wanted to talk about. Beside that, so yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Like I really hope that Arc System take into consideration on buffing the character, because the character is unplayable. And yeah, what I was going to say is that a lot of the people who complained about Zato, so we have top players were complaining about Zato, right? But the top players that were complaining about Zato were playing also bullshit characters. Like you have Happy Chaos, you have Ram, you have Nago, you have Bridget, you have Asuka. But it's understandable. Like in this time, like everybody complains about everything, right? But oh my god, I keep forgetting what I want to say. Well, that's it. Oh my god, I keep forgetting. Oh my god, I've been forgetting a lot of my stuff. What was it? I'm not gonna stop this video until I remember. Yeah, what I was going to say is that everybody, like a lot of people were complaining about Zato, but the majority were like mid players or like low level players, right? Like the mid players that were complaining about Zato, it's not like they're gonna play me now. They're gonna beat me. No, they have no chance, right? Like a little bit above average players, the people like who complain about Zato the most, like, oh my god, Zato's so broken, blah blah blah. Yes, we have like again other top players complaining, but like that's normal, and they're good. They know how to handle the character. They know how to beat the character. They already established a way to do well versus the character, right? But like having Zato get this much nerfs, because a lot of the characters got reworked, either like slight nerfs, slight buffs, big buffs, which is understandable. But this season, Zato got hurt the most. I'm not gonna lie, like he's the biggest loser this patch, which actually sucks. He's so yeah, I don't know, guys. That's all I wanted to say. Drop your comment, like the video. I'll share it on Twitter. Hopefully Arc System will see it. And yeah, subscribe to the channel. That's all I gotta say, guys. Until next time, peace.